अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणम् अच्युतं केशवं
रामनारायणं
कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं भजे
वासुदेवं भजे
श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभम् जानकीनायकं रामचन्द्रं भजे अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणम् अच्युतं
केशवं रामनारायणं
कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं भजे
वासुदेवं भजे
श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभम्
श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभम्
कृष्णदामोदरं श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभम्
माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं
जानकीनायकं रामचन्द्रं भजे
रामचन्द्रं भजे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम
Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Gopal Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandalal Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandalal Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandalal Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandalal Gopal Nandalal Gopal Nandalal Gopal Nandalal Gopal Nandalal Gopal Nandalal Jai Jai Nanda Yashoda Dula Girivaradhari Gopal Nanda Yashoda Dula Girivaradhari Gopal 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 Govinda Govinda Gopal Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Govinda Govinda Gopal Govinda Govinda Gopal Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Govinda Govinda Gopal Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Jai Nanda Yashoda Dula Girivaradhari Gopal Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. So, you all have heard about this. I'll just show one shloka about Krishna appearing in the jail of Kamsa. There is a very beautiful verse. Bhagavatam. Samadbhutam balakam Chaturbhujam shankha gadadyudayudham Shrivatsalakshmam galashobhikaustubham Pitambaram sandrapayoda saubhagam. See, Krishna is called as Adbhuta Balakam. He is called as a wonderful child. Why he is called as Adbhutam? Because he was born with curly locks of blackish hair. He was wearing jewelry also. And he was wearing dress also. He was having pitambar. Have you ever seen a child born with the clothes? Or born with hair? Born with jewelry? All these are said. Chaturbhujam, he had four-handed form. He had a Srivatsa Chinha and all those things. Maharga Vaidurya Kirita Kundala Trisha Parishvakta Sahasra Kuntalam Uddhama Kanchangada Kankarnadibhir Virochamanam Vasudeva Aikshata. So he was wearing a kirit. Mukti was wearing, and it was shining with the diamonds studded in it. And he had Sahasra Kuntalam. He had curly locks of blackish hair flowing from his head. And he was also wearing bracelets, armlets, ankle belts, and jeweled belt, everything. Virochamanam Vasudeva Aikshata. When Vasudeva saw that child, he was stunned in great ecstasy. What kind of amazing child, Adbhutam Balakam. And another reason why the Balakam is Adbhutam, because he was telling his parents, my dear mother and father, you had appeared as Prishnigarbha. I appeared as Prishnigarbha. You were Prishni and Sutapa. I came as Prishnigarbha. You came as Aditi and Vamana. Sir, Aditi and Kashyapa. Then I came as Vamandev. Now you come as Vasudeva and Devaki, and now I am coming as Vasudev. So two previous births of the parents he recollected. Can any child do that? That's why he is speaking to parents on the day of appearance. Can you imagine? And he told his father, immediately put me in a basket and take me to Nandagokulam. So when his father was already chained, by hands were chained, legs were chained, he didn't even ask the question, how will I do that? As soon as he touched the basket, the chains were torn asunder. Leg chains, hand chains were torn, and the door opened. And then Vasudev took, and the Anantashesha came to shelter the child. It's very amazing appearance of Krishna. Although Kamsa was trying to kill Devaki. So, you already heard about Krishna showing universe within the belly. And we also learnt about Krishna's greatness. Now we are entering into Vrindavan because Krishna was taken to Nanda Gokulam, correct? So, we will enter this. Hare Krishna. See in the picture you are seeing Kunti Maharani giving a send off to Krishna, correct, no? Who was Kunti Maharani in relation to Krishna? Who knows? Why, yeah, aunt. Huh? But although she is aunt, she is thinking of Krishna not as, her nephew. She's thinking of him in her heart. She's saying, Namasye Purusham Tuadyam Yishwaram Prakrite Param. She's telling, you are the Adi Purusha. I bow down to you. Like that she's telling. She's telling, you are bowing to me, thinking of me to be an aunt, but I consider you a Supreme Lord, she says. I know it. So she has a deep reverence for Krishna as God. On the right side, you see, who is that? Yashoda. Did Yashoda treat Krishna as God? No. She treated him only as a baby, as a child. So that's why I see the heading, reverential admiration versus spontaneous affection. Let us learn about this now. See, right now what all of us are doing is called Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. What is that word? Vaidhi comes from the word Vidhi. Vidhi means what? What is the meaning of the Hindi word Vidhi? Process or rules, Vidhi. So what is the rule? We say you have to chant 16 rounds Hare Krishna every day. Follow 4 regulative principles. Rise early in the morning. Do arati. All those things we say. So somebody has to order us, do it. Therefore we do. Like scriptures are ordering us. Remember Krishna by doing this. Guru is ordering us. Therefore we do it. On our own, spontaneously, we are not enthusiastic. Whereas when you go to Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti, there you have a natural attraction to pleasing Krishna. Automatically you will do it without even being told. That's very natural for you in that Raganuga stage. Like for example, if a child is told to go to school, is he enthusiastic? No. When parents will tell the child, hey, you have to go to school. Okay, if you go to school, I'll give you a Cadbury. Then the child goes to school. So somebody has to be behind the child to send him to school. But once the child starts going to school, maybe till third or fourth or fifth standard, after that the child develops interest in subjects. Then like all of you, we started going to school, then college, and everywhere you are going, without anybody pushing you. Correct, no? Similarly, you will see that in a pump, for example, when you switch on the pump, sound is coming, but there is no water lifting. What do you do at that time? There's something called priming you do. You all know priming? You take 1 mug of water and you put it, and then the air gap is covered. Then gubuk, like the water will come. Then continuously, the water will come continuously. Similarly, right now our love for Krishna is like, hidden. And Krishna is far above and we are way below. And there is an air gap between us. We have ego gap. We have turned away from the Lord. So who fills up the ego gap? Guru comes in between. And Guru says, my dear child, chant 16 rounds, follow 4 regs. Then Krishna will glance at you mercifully. Then Guru's order comes and fills up. And once Guru gives order, you follow it. Then from once the water level rises to this, then continuously it will come. After that, Guru need not chase after you. On your own, you will voluntarily, like Prabhupada disciples, many of them, Prabhupada left the world in which year? 1977. Now almost 50 years, you can see Prabhupada disciples are still practicing. Even in the physical absence of Prabhupada, correct, no? What impels them? Because they have developed the taste, correct, no? Nobody is chasing after them with a stick, hey, are you doing or not? Isn't it? Those are faithfully practicing. So that's called spontaneous. Like in typing also, in typewriting, any of you learn typing A, S, D, F, G, F, semicolon, L, K, J, H, J, Yeah, isn't it? When you go to a typewriting institute, they teach you. When you start that, slowly we come to 30 words per minute. And lower, higher is like 70 words per minute. High speed is 120 words per minute. So in high speed, when you learn, you can close your eyes and type also. That's called blind touch, we call it. Like that you can type. So in my school days, I went for typing. So I went to high speed also, lower, higher, high speed. I did in English and Hindi and all that. So I have personal experience of that. When you do it, high speed is like Raganuga, correct? No? Spontaneously you can type. You can even see anywhere and type also. Once you've mastered it like that. Cycle driving also, initially When you buy a new cycle, now you put your leg like this and drive. Isn't it? Because you're afraid to sit in the top. You may fall off, correct? No? Once my father laughed, why are you driving like this? He said, no, I fell off the cycle. He said, no, now you sit in the top and I will catch you from behind. So he catches from behind and then we go some distance. Later on, once you become an expert in cycle driving, you can leave both the hands and drive also. Correct? No? That is like spontaneous, like that. So bhakti also in the beginning, it may be a little difficult. That may be starting trouble. Sometimes you find chanting is very difficult. It's like climbing a mountain. Very difficult in the morning. Sometimes getting up in the morning is difficult for you. I'm very amazed in early morning, so many of you are getting up nowadays here. Let us see when you go back how you stick to this. Because generally we tend to get late at night, correct now? It becomes 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We can't get up in the morning. But if you can sleep early and get up early, over a period of time you will develop that good habits, practice. So we all want to go from Vaidi to Raganuga. We will learn more about it. What is this difference? Distinction between Aishwarya Bhav and Madhurya Bhav in devotional service. See, Aishwarya Bhava means reverence, and Madhurya Bhava means spontaneity in devotional service. I'll tell you what it is. See, reverential means what? Devotee approaches Krishna as God, Supreme Lord, with awe, veneration, and fear of offense. Oh, Bhagwan bade hain, main chota hoon. God is great, I am small. Vaikuntha devotees are like that. I told you about Tirupati Balaji, correct? No, he's approached with great reverence. And Arjuna also in Vishwarupa Darshan, he thought Krishna is God and I am very small. He thought like that, correct? No? So in Ramayana also you will see 4 people, Guha, our Sugriva, and Vibhishan, and all these people, they will be a little away from Rama. They won't come near Ram. But they loved Ram very much. Boatman, Guha, and Vibhishan, Sugriva, this kind of people. So they had a love mixed with fear for the master. And Hanuman, he would come close to Ram and ask him, Kim Karomi, what can I do for you, my Lord? He could talk to Lord one on one. And Lakshman, even more intimate. He was personally serving Ram, walking with Sita and Ram always in the forest. So out of the 3, who was the most intimate? Lakshman. Next to that, these 3 people, correct? So these people are little distant devotees. They are reverential admiration. Even Hanuman also feels uneasy to be treated very intimately by the Lord. When Lord Ram told Hanuman, Hanuman, you found Sita and brought news to me. I am so happy in the forest. I don't have anything to give you. Come here. And he embraced Hanuman. Although Lord Rama embraced him, Hanuman was feeling shy to be embraced by the Lord. He thought, oh, Lord is so great. I am so small. He didn't want to be embraced. One day, after the Pattabhishek, in the Prasadam hall, Lord Ram was sitting for Prasad. And opposite him, everybody was sitting. Next to him, nobody was there. Why nobody was there? People thought, how can you sit next to the Lord? They were uneasy. But opposite, they were very happy to sit. You can see the beauty of the Lord sitting opposite side. So, when Hanuman came, Lord Ram called for Hanuman. Call Hanuman. So Hanuman came. Lord told Hanuman, come sit here. Hanuman was shocked. How can I sit next to the Lord? He had tears in his eyes. He said, my dear Lord, you are my master. I can't sit next to master and eat. First master should eat and then I will eat afterwards. He thought like that. And Lord Ram had tears in his eyes. He said, I didn't do anything for you. You did so much service for me. And one service I'm giving you to sit next to me, that also you didn't want to do. You're feeling uneasy because of reverence. Too much reverence. Like that. Similarly, some devotees, even in front of spiritual master, they will not come in the front. They will stay behind. They feel a little shy. But they are very eager to know about him and what he said and everything. It's not that they don't have love, but it's love mixed with fear. Yeah. So formal worship, offering obeisances, and all those things. Regulated sadhana and fear of offenses, all that. And then spontaneous affection, Madhurya Bhava, Ragatmika Bhakti means what? Devotee relates to Krishna intimately as a friend, parent, lover, like that. Like Yashoda is like a parent to Krishna. And gopis are like lovers. And Sridhama, Sudama, Madhumangal, they are close friends of Krishna. Like Arjuna is a friend. And this spontaneous affection is based on deep attachment, not fear. There is no fear. They don't treat Krishna like God. They treat him as a friend. Here there is intimacy and playfulness also here. Like one time in Vrindavan Yatra, two devotees were very thick friends. So one of them went to the Giriraj sweets, one shop, and he purchased 2 boxes of Son Babdi. And the other friend asked him, Acha, you are buying 2 boxes, I think one for you, one for me, correct? He asked him, he said, Hey, किसने बोला? ये तुम्हारे लिए नहीं है. ये नहीं मामा के लिए है, he said. Oh, ठीक है, मामा के लिए रखो, no problem. So they both came back to Rome. And 1 week yatra ended. Last day, this other devotee opened his suitcase. He found this Son Babdi box was in his bag, suitcase. He said, प्रभु जी आपने बोला मामा के लिए करे था, मेरे suitcase में डाल दिया आपने. बोला, अरे मामा कौन है? तुम ही मामा है, he said. So these are very intimate friends, isn't it? On the other hand, imagine you don't have thick friendship with one of your friends. He buys 2 boxes and says, Prabhuji, would you like to have one? He says. You say, no, Prabhu, it's costly, it's 200 rupees. Okay, give me, I will pay you 200. He'll pay him. And he may initially say, no, it's all right, then he may accept 200, correct, no? So that's a formal relationship, correct, no? In formal relationship, we don't have thickness in relation. So in the spontaneous affection, there is thickness in relation. It's not very difficult to understand. Like in your home, sometimes your neighbor may be such a close friend. He may just directly come into your house, go to the kitchen, open the fridge, take a sandwich and take a tomato ketchup and then put it on that. He'll be relaxed in easy chair and, hey, kya chal raha hai? And he'll be eating. You have seen that? You have seen some friends like that? So in villages, you find that village is very common, that kind of friendship. As you come to town and city, it becomes more and more formal. Because the trust level is low. in city, people don't even know who is the neighbor also. In neighbor's house name also, they don't know many times. Everybody is in their own house. So, but in villages, people are quite frank and friendly like that. So the intimacy, what is the speciality in intimacy? There is sweetness, correct, no? So here you find, although Krishna is Supreme God, Krishna thought once that all world is bowing down to me, considering I'm like apex in a pyramid. Everybody is bowing down to me. Krishna was not very happy with that. He said, I want somebody who will control me by love. And that will be very thrilling. That was his desire. Just like, for example, all of you here, say summer vacation, you go home. Mother is looking at you and saying, Beta, you have become so thin. Every mother says that, right? Even if a son is like an elephant, still she will say, you are thin. You have seen that, no? Then she will say, you see, in these 2 months, I'll feed you so much that I'll really make you fat. And you cannot go here or there. You have to sit down and eat in front of me, she says. So she may be scolding you, but her scolding is out of... so that scolding is very pleasing to us, isn't it? So Krishna also thought, I also want somebody above me who will control me by love. And I want to experience that type of intimate love. Not ordinary worship by the people who come to temple. There are people, people do like this. Sometimes people do this also, they do in India. They will do. And then they bow down, they go away like this. Krishna said, my Lord, I am a number one man and everybody is below me. I also want to experience that intimacy of that love. So he wanted that type of thing. I heard a story about Bill Gates. Once Bill Gates felt very pathetic and frustrated because many people would phone call him claiming that I am your uncle's this, I am aunt this, I am this, I am that, and so many things. Because everybody knew he was a rich man at that time, correct, no? So he wanted somebody who will call him and connect with him only as a genuine friend, which was very difficult for him to get. Because rich people always get false friends, correct, no? One day, what he did? He changed his veshbhush, everything. He kept a beard, mustache, long flowing hair. Nobody could guess who he was. Then he went to an badminton club and started playing. So there he got some college students who were genuine friends because they didn't know who he was. Because if they knew he was Bill Gates, their behavior would have changed. So he said, there I have good friends when I go. They're simple fellows. They treat me like one of them. Similarly, Krishna wanted a group of devotees who will forget that he is God. They will not know him. And they will deal with him as if they are one of the family members. That type of sweetness you want to experience. Even all of you also, when you go home, you feel very comfortable, correct or not, isn't it? With your brother, sister, mother, father. It's a different type of feeling you get. And when you are in the college, in the hostel, in the classroom, and the outside world situation, or when you're working in the office, it's a different situation. So Krishna wanted to experience that homely type of relationship with his devotees. So there is something called as Yoga Maya. There is Mahamaya, there is also. Yeah. In Mahamaya, people are in our Durga Devi's clutches. They forget Krishna and they run after Bhogavrati. In Yoga Maya, the pure devotees like Yashoda, they forget Krishna's godhood and they treat him not like God but like a child. Just like our Prime Minister's mother, how do you think she sees Narendra Modi? She will see him as a son or as a Prime Minister. For her, seeing him as son is more important, correct? No? Imagine somebody goes to her and says, "Hey, mother, don't you know he's the Prime Minister of India?" She would say, "Okay, it's all right. For you, he's Prime Minister. For me, he's son." Correct? No? She can even catch his ear and say, "Hey, 1 o'clock, Prasad, you're supposed to eat, you're coming at 4 o'clock." Huh? Somebody will say, "Hey, you are twisting the ears of the Prime Minister." Huh? But she treats him like a son. She doesn't care about his Prime Ministerhood. So, therefore, it is said in Vrindavan, Godhead gives up his godhood, controlled by the love of his devotees. That is spontaneous affection. Like Mother Yashoda binding Krishna. See here, relationship with Krishna. In reverential admiration, everybody treats him like God. Whereas in spontaneous affection, they treat him like friend, parent, lover, and all. And dominant emotion is awe, fear, formal respect, and all. Here it is love, intimacy, freedom. Correct, no? Here, the Vaikuntavasis and even Arjuna in 11th chapter treated Lord with respect. But Yashoda, Gopis, Gopas, they treat him very jovially, in a very friendly mood. And this is called Vaidhi Bhakti, and that is called Raganaga Bhakti. So we all also want to go from Vaidhi Bhakti to Raganaga Bhakti because it's very sweet and intimate. At the same time, you cannot just jump to Raganaga Bhakti. We have to go step by step. Algebra comes before calculus, correct, no? Yeah. So this is Vaidhi Bhakti is rule-based devotion. And whereas spontaneous affection is attachment-driven devotion. In Vaidhi Bhakti, you can't imitate. You have to just, you have to practice. Whereas in Raganaga Bhakti, there is a danger. What is the danger? The danger is very high if prematurely attempted. Some people suddenly cry tears and say, Prabhuji, I have become a pure devotee. Now I am crying tears because I heard that pure devotees cry tears, their hair stands on end. Therefore, Kaviraj Goswami has given 9 symptoms of a pure devotee has given. Shantiravyartakalatvam viraktirmana shunyata ashabandha samutkanta namagane sadaruchi asaktistad gunakhyane pritistat pasati stale. These are 9 symptoms. I'll tell you what are they. First is saying Shanti, forgiveness. Shanti, Avyartha Kalatvam. Pure devotees are in Bhava, they will never waste 1 minute also in that day. Morning to night, they will be always. And then Virakti, they have lost taste for sense gratification. Not even given up sense gratification, they have lost taste for sense gratification completely. Shantir, Avyartha Kalatvam, Viraktir. Fourth is Manashunyata. They are utterly humble. They are very, very humble. They consider all others are great devotees. I am a very insignificant person. They think like that. Manashunyata. The fifth one is Asha Bandha. Even in difficult situations, they will never give up Krishna consciousness, like Pandavas, Prahlad. They will never give up. Asha Bandha. Hope against hope they have in Krishna. And Samutkantha. Kantha means this one is Kantha. If train is little late, we see like this, no? Like that, they are always looking, when will Krishna's mercy come in my life? With great eagerness, they're waiting for it. Samutkantha. And then Namagane Sadaruchi. They derive great delight in chanting and dancing in the Sankirtan. Namagane Sadaruchi. Asaktistas Gunakhyane. They derive great delight in describing about the pastimes of the Lord and glories of the Lord. For that is like the food for them. Just like when you all eat a good full plate of prasadam with sweet, how do you feel? Like that they feel when they describe the Lord. Asaktistas Gunakhyana. And the last one is Pritistat Vasatistale, going to the holy dhams and circumambulating the holy dham and visiting the spots where Krishna did pastime. They repeatedly bow down in those places like Kaliya Daha is there, and Radha Kund, Shyam Kund is there, Govinda Kund is there, Kusum Sarovar. So in this way, the devotee of the Lord goes to holy places and rolls on the ground. And so these 9 symptoms are exhibited by a person in bhava stage. So it's not that we come to spontaneous just like that. Okay. Why we begin with reverence? Vaidhi Bhakti is our current platform. Follow the prescribed rules to purify senses. Prabhupada said, one should not imitate the behavior of liberated souls. Prabhupada says. Raghunaga Bhakti awakens only after deep purification. When spontaneous attachment to particular rasa in Vrindavan awakens. Like for example, when you become very advanced, then one will gradually come to know that I am feeling Vatsalya for Krishna more. Then that means you may be one of the associates of Nanda or Yashoda. Correct? No? Or one is feeling friendliness with Krishna very intimately. Then one becomes Sri Rama, Sudama, Madhumangal, their association. Or one feels like a conjugal attraction, like then Radharani, Lalita, Vishaka, one becomes their associate. And then in this way, these rasas will not be easily right now. We are in kindergarten now. These rasas are like doctorate. So we have to gradually grow to that stage. Prabhupada says, don't jump like monkeys to the level of the gopis, he says. Serve Krishna with rules and regulations and love will awaken naturally, as he says. You all understand these two things? Reverential admiration and spontaneous affection. So how does this reverence mature into affection? These are the stages, you see. First you have Shraddha, isn't it? And then you do practice, bhajana kriya you do. Then purification will happen, anartha nivritti. Then the taste ruchi will come. After that, attachment to Krishna will increase. Then you develop rati, bhava, prema. Gradually it grows for a period of time. You just have to continue practicing what you're doing now. See, gopis are not doing arati and japa and puja and all that, but we cannot imitate them. We have to do them. Because we are in Vaidhi sadhana bhakti now. We cannot just break the wall and barge into a building. We have to wait for the door to be opened. Krishna opens the door, we can go to the higher stages. Therefore, even our Prabhupada has taken Diksha and he fulfilled the instruction of Bhaktivedanta Thakur. You can see them. So these are simple things. Continue chanting 16 rounds attentively. Follow Guru Sadhu Shastra. Avoid Sahajya tendency. Sahajya means some people say that, they go to Vrindavan and then they chant Radhe Radhe, they load pot on the ground. And they say that now I have become a pure devotee. There are many people who go to Vrindavan and then they fall prey to widows also there. And they become monkeys and pigs and dogs in Vrindavan, Prabhupada says. So one should not imitate great souls. Serve Vaishnavas and hear Krishna Lila with reverence. Pray for the qualification so that one day we can serve in Vrindavan Bhav, Vrindavan mood. Spontaneous affection is the goal, but reverential admiration is the ladder. We have to go through that, correct? No? Gradually we should go to the spontaneous, we will come. So, these are the steps for us, ladder steps. So things we should do. Quickly read it, one of you. Well,
Chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra and follow 4 regulations strictly. Follow 64 regulative principles taught in Nectar of Devotion.
Nectar of Devotion book, there's 64 things given, like taking Saranam breath, circumambulating the Lord, bobbing down to deity, singing and dancing, like that. There are 64 principles. Yeah.
Study and discuss Srila Prabhupada books with devotees. Bodhayanta Parasparam. Develop Shastra Chakshu to see the world. Sing Vaishnav songs and shlokas with knowledge of meanings. Request your senior devotees to award you Krishna Seva and do them. Pray to deities begging for Seva opportunity and for spiritual progress. Accept all favorable items in Krishna consciousness. Reject all unfavorable items in Krishna consciousness. Always keep your mind and senses absorbed in relation to Krishna.
Yeah. So these are all practical things you can do. If you keep doing this regularly, you are in the right direction. You'll make progress. See the heading? It's called
Vedi, sadhana, bhakti.
And the impetus is Guru's order. Guru has ordered us to do it, Prabhupada has told us, so we do it. And Prabhupada gives example. See, just like the red hot coal, whether you blow the ashes, then the coal will manifest itself. Similarly, your love for God is hidden now. Right now, you wonder, oh, I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I'm not feeling any love. One boy was asking. But your love is hidden now. But if you gradually, as you chant, you get purified, 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 then the love will manifest. You have to be patient. Just like the magnet is shown there, you see. Magnet and iron filings seem to be new totally, correct, no? The iron nails. So they're clinging immediately. Otherwise, if the iron nails have got mud over it, or rust over it, it cannot connect immediately to magnet. Our attraction is lacking because we are covered with anarthas. They must scrub off the anarthas, then the attraction will come. Our attraction to Krishna is like the mother and child sitting. See, the little girl is sitting so comfortably with the mother's lap. Like that we feel very happy in Krishna consciousness. But right now, our love is not yet manifest. Prabhupada gives the example of the baby. See this child, the child first crawls, then gets up like a toddler. Now he walks ahead. That means walking ability is innate in the child. Similarly, loving Krishna ability is innate in the soul. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunoi Shravanadi Shuddha Chitta Karayavadai. Said, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Nitya Siddha means you always have love for Krishna. It's not that you are going to acquire it. It's not acquired. It is revived. Like this red hot coal is covered with ashes. When you blow off the ashes, are you reviving or acquiring? Reviving. The love is already there. You just have to revive it. See this verse, all of you repeat this. Yadrichhayamat katadau jata shraddastu yah puman na nirvinno nati sakto bhakti yogosya siddhidah. Translation please, yeah.
If somehow or other by good fortune one develops faith in hearing and chanting, my glory, such a person being neither very disgusted with nor attracted to material life should achieve perfection through
Nor attached to material life.
attached to material life should achieve perfection through the path of loving devotion to me.
See, people who are too much attached to material life, they become sense gratifiers. People who are too much disgusted, they become jnanis and Buddhists and Jains, as I told you. These two guys told you to go two extremes. But if you are in between, you are ready to live in the world and take the things and use in Krishna's service. And like all of you, you have developed the good fortune of having some faith in hearing and chanting, correct, no? You have been coming to classes. Now you come to the Utkarsh stage. Now if you continue hearing and chanting, then you are rightly situated, he says. So look at the fellows around Prabhupada, how much with great faith they are hearing, correct, no? So with the transcendental faith, when one hears, then you grow very fast. What Sukriti seed you got? See, our Shastras say that when you meet a Guru, Guru gives you a bija. Bija means a seed. What is a seed? The program, the plan, the idea, the steps. These are the things called as a seed. Because love is already there. But for awakening that love, he gives you a kind of certain work. Like Prabhupada said, 16 nouns, 4 regulative principles. And avoid these 4 things. And then read ABCD. You all know that, correct? Huh? These kind of things. This is actually the seed Prabhupada has given us. So if you cultivate the seed and develop it, then you will get bhakti. Here he says here, if you get Bhogonmukhi Sukriti, like some gurus give you blessing only for material welfare. Ashirwad Baba. They'll give you Ashirwad only for, become rich or go abroad. There is one temple called as, Chilkur, it's called as Vaikunta, Visa Balaji. Visa Balaji temple. People go there for getting visa. So, visa, yeah. And Bhoganmukhi Sukriti means some gurus can only give you how you can enjoy in this world. That's all they'll give you. They give you seed for that. And Mokshonmukhi Sukriti fellows, they are themselves impersonless. They can only send you to Brahma Jyoti, correct now? But if you Go to a Bhakta Acharya, devotee, Bhakti Unmukhi Sukriti. He can awaken your love for Krishna. That's why you should be very, very careful, choosy. Uh, like, the good fortune of Bhakti Unmukhi is attainable only when one comes in contact with the devotee. See, one thing I want to frankly tell you, there may be some people looking like bhaktas, but they may not be bhaktas. Like impersonalists, Mayavadis also do bhakti, you know that? But they use bhakti as a stepping stone to merge in Brahman. How they do that? Like, for example, you have a juice. Take a spoon, mix it. Once mixing is over, you throw the spoon away. Similarly, Ganesh Chaturthi, they'll bring a Ganesh, 1 week you worship him, and that dubuk, you put him in water. Similarly, Vijayadasami, get the Durga Mata for 10 days. After 10 days, Visarjan. A devotee, a Vaishnava devotee will never put Krishna or Vishnu or Ram in water. Have you ever seen that? They'll never do that. Because we worship the Lord here, and after death we go to Vaikuntha, there we continue to worship. Our worship, it's eternal, we never stop. So, therefore, the impersonalism, one sense, they are cheating. Their worship of deity is simply cheating because it's not permanent, not eternal. It's clear, no? In the same manner, like for example, at one time in the COVID time, I also heard this Premananda Baba. You all know very well. I heard short lectures on brahmacharya and other things. He speaks very powerfully. Looks very elderly also with hair and beard and everything. I heard that 18 years he has been suffering. I mean, he has been having a kidney for which dialysis is going on. So certainly by God's grace, he has a long life, which is very glorifiable thing. So I was also fascinated. I was hearing some of the short lectures I was hearing. But over a period of time, I came to know that he was an impersonalist before. And then later on, he came across some Vaishnavas, by whose mercy he took to Vaishnavism. He hit Harivamsham Sampradaya. He kind of connected with that. And then he started chanting Radha Nam after that. And then he has been chanting Radha Nam. But over a period of time, I saw in some of the lectures, the old impersonalism is again coming. There are many lectures. Like somebody asked him about Asharam Bapu, somebody asked her, no? And he said, Asharam Bapu हमारे गुरु थे, अभी चले गए वो हमें, अभी जेल में है 20 साल के लिए, अभी हमें क्या करना चाहिए? Like that, somebody asked him. So you know what he is saying in answer? He is saying that Asharam Bapu कौन है? वही राम है, वही कृष्ण है. Like that he is saying. भाई जेल में तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है? देवी की वसुदेव भी जेल में थे. इसी तरह ये भी. Then I was thinking, Devaki Vasudev, their being in jail and Asharam Bapu being in jail, can it compare it? Devaki Vasudev, 10,000 years they ate only dry leaves. Such tapasya they did. And they got Krishna as their own son. And how can you compare him with somebody who abused a minor and is put in the jail for 20 years? And he was saying like this. So calling him as, and he's saying, आपको दोष बुद्धि से नहीं देखना चाहिए, उनको राम मानो, उनको कृष्ण मानो, वही आपके लिए राम है, वही कृष्ण है, like that he was telling. So this is one video, and then another video also he talks about impersonalism. So when I saw that, I understood that we have to be very careful in choosing guru. Otherwise, you can get misled very easily. There are many people. Of course, this personality speaks about Radha, Radha Naam also and glorifying Radha, which is very good, which is very wonderful. But at the same time, if there is an element of impersonalism, and also another video I saw, he was doing puja for many Mayavadi gurus also. Like Ramakrishna photo, and he is offering flower and is hearing about various gurus in India. See, in my understanding, even I came through Ramakrishna mission in my 7th standard. I read the books in the beginning, Vivekananda books, Ramakrishna mission, all these books I read in the beginning. Then Chinmayananda, then I went to Ramana Maharshi, then I also went to the books of Shivananda. But after going through all of them, finally I came to ISKCON. Now I understood that Vaishnava Panth is a very unique type of path where there are 4 sampradayas. You all know that, right? Shri Sampradaya, Kumar Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, and Brahma Sampradaya. We are coming in which Sampradaya? Yeah, Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya. So you can see in all the 4 sampradayas, they will tell you the Bhagavan, Bhakta, and Bhakti, all 3 are eternal. Lord, devotee, and devotion. These 3 are eternal. Lord has abode, he lives with his devotees, You can go there and join him. In Nitya Leela, you can join. All four sampradayas will say the same thing. But they may be emphasizing on Ram worship or Narayan worship or Krishna worship. Like our Vallabha Sampradaya, they worship Balakrishna more. Huh? They're fond of him. We worship Kishore Krishna more, like Radha Madhava, like that. Huh? So, yeah. It's like, one sampradaya will tell you 2 apples plus 3 apples is 5 apples. Another sampradaya will tell you 2 mangoes plus 3 mangoes, 5 mangoes. Only the rasas are different. But the mathematics is same. But outside these four sampradayas, you will see that many gurus, uh, they don't know difference between what is Mayavad, what is yogi, jnani. They have no understanding. Many organizations don't give clarity in these things. Prabhupada gives solid clarity. You will find that. Actually, those who are impersonalists, gurus, we will see that some of them are opening hospitals. They may be wearing saffron dress, but they are running hospital. You will see that they themselves. I have seen saffron person, a doctor in hospital. Have you seen that? In Ramakrishna Mission, I have seen in their mission hospital, they have doctors also wearing saffron and doing medical work also. They do like that. But actually, those who are wearing saffron means you are dead to the material existence. Your body, mind, words are only for Krishna's service. Prabhupada says, sadhu means you should be after God and after God only. You have no other business. Huh? In fact, sadhu's only business is to take you from material world to spiritual world. Nothing else. Sadhu is not meant for anything else. Huh? So anybody should go to a sadhu to ask, please tell me how to go back home back to. Got it. That's the main thing sadhu is supposed to do. But nowadays there are so many sadhus. I don't want to mention multiple names for you. You know better. You go to the YouTube world, you get all kinds of different gurus. Many people are speaking. Many are talking about worldly things. Sadhu may give worldly idea also, but that's not the goal of life. So now can we chant only Radha Nam? Many students ask. But many times students, when they talk about Radha and all these names and all, we have not already risen above lust. So he is calling of Radha is like calling some girl in the college. You cannot actually truly have devotion to the proper Radharani unless you are a strict brahmachari yourself. Strictly, if you don't give up lust for years together, you cannot understand what is this Lalita, Vishaka, Tungavidya, Chitra, Rangadevi, Sudevi. You cannot understand all these things. Actually, our mind is soaked in lust due to watching all kinds of pornography and all kind of adult content and all the pop-ups coming in the YouTube. And then you are saying, I'm calling Radha's name. You cannot call properly. And another thing, our Shastras say Radha and Krishna should be worshipped together. Lakshmi, Narayan. Radha, Krishna. Sita, they should always be worshipped together. It is true that we go through Radharani, she is the mother. But we have to worship her with Krishna only. You will see that Lakshmi Narayan, why we worship together, I'll tell you. Lakshmi Narayan will come in Garuda, correct, no? Garuda is a very sacred bird. Even the wings moving of the Garuda, it emanates Samavedam. Tubhyam namami Narayanaya Sri Lakshmi Kantam Tubhyam namami. Like that is in Samadhi. When he is flying also, remembering the Lord. But when you don't call Lakshmi Narayan, you call only Lakshmi, she comes in another vahan. Anybody knows? Owl. Why owl? There is a reason. Owl keeps awake when? Whole night owl is awake. That means if you are inviting only Lakshmi, you are inviting money for nighttime activities. Nighttime activity means beer bar, permit room, drinking, smoking, brothels, and cabaret dances, naked dances, all these things. So, therefore, Labh is never put alone. We should have Shubha Labh. Shubha is Narayan, and Labh is Lakshmi. So, therefore, in homes, what they write? Shubha Labh. Do you write only Labh? If you want only Labh, you will get Lobh. By that. And the Labh will turn into Lobh. Therefore, we never ask for Lakshmi. Please, Lakshmi, come with your gold coins. We don't say like that. Lakshmi, come with. Of course, you don't call Lakshmi only. You call Narayan, Lakshmi comes behind him. Because Lakshmi is always where? At the lotus feet of Narayan. So our target is Narayan, not Lakshmi. Similarly, our target is Krishna, not Radharani. Radharani and Krishna, where there is Krishna, there is also Radharani. Like one class I was telling that, we should not, chase after money, money, money. Money is money. We should not chase. We should think of God. I said, one boy became angry. He took his hand up and said, I don't agree with you, he said. Then I asked, what do you understand? He said, I am after money only, he said. I don't care about anything in life. I said, you see, money means what? Lakshmi, correct, no? Yeah. Sorry, he was telling, for me, money is God, he said. I said, money is not God. Money is Mrs. God, I said. Correct, no? Because God is Narayana and Lakshmi is wife of Narayana. Correct, no? Money is not God. Money is wife of God. Correct, no? And also, you cannot run behind money because running behind money means running behind somebody's wife. Can you run? So, you should call Narayana. Narayana will bring Lakshmi also. Huh? See, Prabhupada built such big, big temples. Like, look at this temple, Tubo VP. So, almost 800 crores or 700 crores. They are doing such a wonderful morning program, correct, no? And the whole world is coming here. And big temple will be built. So, we don't chant only Radha Nam or Lakshmi Nam or Sita Nam. We chant Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri is Sita. And then Ram's name you chant. You chant Shri Ram. You don't only chant Shri, 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 you don't chant. Or Sita, 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 you don't chant. Radha, 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 you don't chant. You should chant together, divine couple. And there is also a reason why. Imagine a beautiful girl is coming on the road. You look at her. Immediately all eyes are on her. Hey, look at this beautiful young girl coming. And immediately from behind her, her husband is coming with a big mustache and a big belly. Hey, what do you want? He's asking. Immediately all the people will fold their tail, correct, no? Because as soon as you see her husband, your lusty propensity will be evaporate. Correct, no? Therefore, we should see husband wife always as one unit. Never separate them. So that is why we need to get Bhakti Unmukhi Sukriti. If you get Moksha Unmukhi Sukriti, you will get Moksha only, merge in Brahman. You see? Yeah. See, here there are three characters, Kunti, Devaki and Yashoda. Kunti thinks Krishna is God. And Yashoda thinks Krishna is my child in Yogamaya. She thinks like that. And in between Devaki, when Krishna showed 400 form, Vishnu form, she thought of him as Hari. When she saw him as a baby, she thought Sutam. Harim and Sutam. So she has a mixture of reverential admiration and spontaneous affection. She's middle, Devaki. So Kunti, Devaki, Yashoda. So whose love is most intimate in this? Yeah, correct. This is Yashoda's absorption. She's thinking on always of Krishna in the forest. One day, in Jagannath Puri, big crowd was there. Lord Chaitanya was standing next to Garuda Stamba. One old Orison lady, she climbed on the Garuda Stamba. One leg on Garuda Stamba, one leg on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's shoulder she kept, and eagerly taking darshan of Jagannath. And Govinda shouted at her. He said, hey, old lady, do you have any common sense? You are putting one leg on Lord's shoulder, another leg on the devotee shoulder, Garuda Stamba. You are offending Lord and devotee simultaneously. Get down, he said. At that time, Lord Chaitanya said, I wish I have an iota of that eagerness with which she is looking at Jagannath. This eagerness is the greatest wealth the jiva can have. Eagerness to attain Lord Krishna. Intense greed, he said. All of you repeat this verse. Krishna bhakti rasa bhavita matihi kriyatam yadi kutopi labhyate tatra laulyam api mulyam ekalam janmakoti sukritayir na labhyate. Even if you do hundreds and thousands of lives of material punya, you cannot get this. But in case some Vaishnava devotee has this bhakti bhava, you connect with that bhakti bhava and you can draw from there. Bhakti sanjayate bhakti, it is said. Bhakti flows from the heart of a bhakta into the heart of another bhakta. Like that. So, even if you have to spend 1 crore rupees, you buy it, he says, but you cannot get it by money. Now you can't go and give money and say, please give me some bhakti. Bhakti has to be obtained. So what you need in Krishna consciousness is the greed. Greed to attain Krishna. So in the picture, whom are you seeing? It is actually Nammalvar's daughter, Andal. This Andal is one of the queens of Dwaraka who was in the Vraja Bhakti Bhava. She was a pure devotee and she's a queen of Krishna. Now she appeared in this world as Andal. So one day, Andal had put the garland that is to be offered to Lord Balaji. She put it on her neck and checked whether it will look nice on the Lord. Correct, no? She's looking in the mirror. What is she seeing inside? Krishna, you see? Is it fitting well? She saw. And then she took it and kept off. And then Namarvar, he came and he picked up the garland. He didn't know that she wore it. When he picked up and took it to the altar, Sanctum Sanctorum, he saw one hair was there. He thought, oh, very bad. Then he took it away. Then he discarded that garland and made a new one, new garland, and took it to Lord. The Lord said, I don't want the new one, I want the old one. Huh? You bring that, he said. But my dear Lord, that has got a hair, he said. Yes, that's what I want, he said. And he said, well, my Lord, I thought it is impure. I don't know how the hair came. And the Lord said, you don't know, your daughter is my pure devotee. Huh? And she checks it every day when you make the garland, she puts it on her neck and checks how it will fit in my body. Huh? She's seeing that. She wants to make sure the size is proper, everything. Because she has inspected the garland with great, pure, spontaneous love for me. Therefore, I like that garland, you bring it, he said. That's how he's standing behind and observing, correct, no? My Lord, my daughter is putting on her neck and checking. She is such an amazing devotee. Even Ramanujacharya adores Andal. Huh? In one of her songs, in Tirupavai, she is saying, வையத்து வாழ்வீர்கள் நாங்கள் நம் பாவைக்கு செய்யும் கிரிசைகள் கேளீரோ பார்க்கடலுள் பையத்துதின்ற பரமனடி பாடி நெய்யுண்ணோ பாலுண்ணோ நாட்டாலே நீராடி மையேற்றெழுதோம் மலரிட்டு நாம் முடியோம் செய்யாதன செய்யும் தீக்குறள் சென்றோதோம் ஐயமும் பிச்சையும் ஆத்தனையும் கை காட்டி உயுமாறங்கள் நீவு வந்தேலோரும் பாவாய். She's telling, what she's saying, hey gopis of Vrindavan, what is this? You all are sleeping in the morning. Get up. It's time for us to go to the Katyayani's temple, and we all have to take Katyayani Vrata to attain Krishna as our husband. Come, everybody get up. And then she's telling everybody that this is no time to sleep because this is a special month, Kartik month. In this month, let us perform these penances. And she's telling, in this month, we will not eat opulent foods. And we will not put kajal in our eyes. We will not tie our hair with a jata and everything because we will not spend time in that. We will spend our time chanting the holy name, singing the devotional songs. And we will not talk ill of anybody. Tikural Chandrodam. We will not talk ill of anybody. And we will give charity to Lord's service. In this way, we will spend the whole month chanting and hearing Krishna's pastimes so that we will attain Krishna's lotus feet like that. So in this mood of a gopi, she wrote the whole poem called Tirupavai. And so her love is also considered spontaneous. Yeah. Here, who is this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to run. Whenever he saw a mountain, any mountain he saw, he thought of it to be Govardhan. Any river he saw, he thought. Yeah. Any forest he saw, he thought it's Vrindavan. Wherever he saw cows and calves, he thought there must be Krishna around. He was always mad after Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt great separation. Yeah. So what stage such a greed in our heart will arise? It's usually doesn't awaken until Nishtha, after Anatanavriti. First stage is called Shraddha. Right now, all of you certainly have Shraddha, otherwise you won't be coming regularly for the weekly program. Shraddha. Then you take Sadhu Sangha, association of devotees you take seriously. Then they will teach you chanting, Bhajana Kriya. And when you chant Mahamantra regularly, then Anatanavriti. All the smoking, drinking, drugs, all bad qualities, bad habits will go away. Then one will come to Nishtha Bhakti, fifth stage. Shraddha, Sadhusanga, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha-Vritti, Nishtha. When you come to Nishtha stage, beyond that, from Nishtha stage onwards, the Bhava can develop. So most of us, we are likely to be in the second or third stage. Sadhusanga, You have to take sadhu sangha with great joy. And the bhajana kriya, we should chant with great delight. Then Anatanavriti is faster. About these things you will learn in December. We have another camp called as Nishtha camp. So all of you, there you will learn all the 9 stages. Shraddha to Prema. Everything will be covered in 2 days, it will be covered. You will learn about that. So, in this way, one can grow. When we come to beyond Antanvriti, that time we get Nishtha Bhakti. Then the Bhava arises, like Lord Chaitanya is dancing in great ecstasy. And what should be our mood? Goswamis are teaching. He Radhe Vraja Devi ke chalalite He Nanda Suno Kutah. Everybody? He Radhe Vraja Devi ke chalalite He Nanda Suno Kutah. Shri Govardhana Kalpa Pada Patale Kalindi Vane Kutaha. Shri Govardhana Kalpa Pada Patale Kalindi Vane Kutaha. Goshantaviti Sarvato Brajapure Khedair Mahavihvalo Ojanta Sarvata Mule Mahavihvalo Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Vande Rupa Sanatanau See, these Goswamis were not ordinary. One day, you must have heard about this on the philosophy behind deity. You must have heard the pastimes. You heard about this when Raghunath was chanting, and a tiger came to drink water in the Radha Kund. Correct? Now, who was standing next to him? Of course, Krishna was standing with a stick to drive away the tiger. Later on, one day, the sun was very hot and Raghunath was completely absorbed in chanting. So Radharani came and she, to the end of her sari, she was covering the head, correct? So these Goswamis were so elevated. Many of these Goswamis are gopis in spiritual world, manjaris. They are Rati Manjari, Vilas Manjari, like the different manjaris. That is called Siddha Deha. Here they have Sadhana Deha. So the Goswami form, what you are seeing is called Sadhana Deha. In the Manjari form, it is called Siddha Deha. So such exalted people, but what was their mood you see here? Hey Radhe, oh Shrimati Radharani, where are you? Oh Krishna, where are you? Nandasuno, where are you? Are you in the foot of Govardhan? Are you in the Kadambakana and playing on your flute? Are you in Radhakund, Shamkund? Where are you? In this way, they were always searching for Radha and Krishna. And they were running hither and thither in Vrindavan and always chanting the holy name and reading the scriptures and building temples and installing deities and worshipping the deity and teaching people Krishna consciousness. 24/7, this was their business. Although these Goswamis, every one of them come from very, very exalted family. Rupa and Sanatan, they were finance minister and home minister in the court of Nawab Hussain Shah. When they retired, they had one big boat full of gold coins. Can you imagine? Not currency notes. What they had? Gold coins. One mushti of gold coin is enough for your whole life. But they had one full boat of gold coins. Very rich people. But they renounced everything and they dedicated their life for practicing Krishna consciousness. Therefore, in the top I have given, adopt the mood of Lord Chaitanya's associates. Do not directly enter Krishna's pastimes. Always in search of Krishna. So that's the right mood. So how do we take Radha's shelter? We need to serve the mission of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. They reveal how to take shelter of Radharani and mercifully give us that shelter. See, there are 2 shelters. Shelter of material energy, shelter of spiritual energy, Srimati Radharani. So material energy, what is she holding in the hand? And Radharani, what is, generally Radharani's right hand will have a garland and left hand will have a bouquet. You've seen that? So, and Durga always holds a Trishul. So we are in Devidam. In Devidam, we are shown Trishul. What is the meaning of that? Get out. Isn't it? Whereas in spiritual world there is welcome. Welcome by the devotees. You are seeing here Radha Vrindavan Chandra here, correct? Radharani is holding? Okay, correct. So, therefore, what is the meaning of taking shelter? See, taking shelter of Durga means breaking all the four relative principles. Drinking, smoking, drugs, intoxication. All your college, you will find good number of boys are taking shelter of material energy. And they're getting slaps and kicks and trishuls. Getting correct now? The more we gratify our senses, then we are in material energy. Bahiranga Shakti. And Antaranga Shakti means all spiritual activities. Getting up in the morning, chanting and dancing in the arati, doing japa, hearing Bhagavatam class, taking prasad only, leading clean, pure life, following four regs. Then you are in shelter of internal potency. Is it clear? Yeah. Yeah. That's what Krishna says. There are two Devis. One is the spiritual Devi is Radharani. Huh? Take shelter. And material Devi is Durga. Huh? What happens when you take shelter of Shrimati Radharani? Then he says, we will, in this world we can fall down, but once we are in shelter, we are safe. Huh? So, okay, now with this background, you can enter into the Vrindavan now. Huh? You have sufficient. See, here Mother Yashoda, she is carrying Krishna. It's very difficult for her to make Krishna eat any food because, as I told you, small children always run away. Huh? But she's picking him up and showing the moon. When Krishna looks at the moon, with a great eagerness he's seeing with open mouth and she puts the food inside. Huh? Now, similarly here, she has to make him sleep. But is Krishna in a mood of sleeping? No. So she told him, okay, I'll tell you some stories. Huh? Bedtime story, I will tell you. Hear it and go to sleep, my child. Huh? Okay. Then she told him, long, long ago lived one great demon called Hiranyakashipu. Huh? She said. And then she said, and his son's name was Prahlad. And then she said, when the pillar broke, out came Lord Narasimhadeva, he said. At that time, Krishna had a beaming smile on his face. Huh? Mother said, you are not afraid of Narasimha, you are smiling? He said, I already know the story, he said. Huh? She said, you are telling me at the end of the story now, huh? Okay, I'll tell you another story, she said. Now she's going to tell another one. Ramo nama babhuva. Tadabala siteti. See, she said, there was a great king whose name was Ram. And Krishna became very eager. Go ahead, tell me. He said. And Tad Abala Sitati, his wife's name was Sita. And then she said, Tam Pidur Vacha Panchavati Vane Viharataha. On the order of his father, he went to forest and he was in Panchavati, and then at that time chasing behind the deer, correct no? He was moving around here and there. At that time what happened? She said, Tasya harat Ravanaha. At that time Ravana came and kidnapped Sita. Nidrartham Janaki Katamiti Hare Karataha Shinvataha. To put him to sleep, she was telling this Janaki Katha, Sita Katha, Ram Katha, she was telling. And Lord Hari also was saying, and he was listening very nicely and going on. But when he heard this two words, Tasya Harat Ravanaha, immediately Krishna went into the mood of Rama. And he stood up on his bed and he shouted, Saumitre, Kwa, Dhanuriti, Vyagragira Pantunaha. Saumitre he called. Who is Saumitre? Hey, Lakshman, get my Dhanush, get my Dhanush, get my Dhanush. 3 times shouted. Hey, Ravana is kidnapping, catch him now. Huh? So he got into Rama's mood now. Huh? So may that Lord who was roaring like a tiger, let him protect me. Like that, Rupa Goswami says in this Padyavali Shloka. So when Krishna stood up like this, then Yashoda's friends laughed and said, Yashoda, are you putting him to sleep or waking him up? Yashoda said, oh, okay, you all go away. I know the idea of putting him to sleep. So they all went away. Then she bolted the door and she returned back and like that she fell in the bed. And she closed her eyes and went to sleep. She didn't go to sleep. She pretended to sleep. And Krishna was pulling her hair, pulling her ears. Then he came on the front side of the mother. He was pinching her. Absolutely no response from mother. She was having eyes closed. Then Krishna thought, "Abhi kuch maja nahi hai isme. Even if I do some shararati, if I do some mischief, there's no one to watch now, correct now." So Krishna went to sleep. And Mother Yashoda slowly opened her eyes. When she saw Krishna asleep, then she got up and went to kitchen. From that day, all the mothers have learned now, when child is creating too much trouble, just go to sleep. Then the child will also sleep after that. So, that is Mother Yashoda, you see. So, evam vratasva priyanama kirtya jatanurago duta chitta uchchaihi hasatyatho ditirauti gayati unmadavan rityati loka bhyaha. Read that translation, one of you.
By chanting the holy name of the Supreme Lord, one comes to the stage of love of Godhead. Then the devotee is fixed in his vow as an eternal servant of the Lord, and he gradually becomes very much attached to the particular name and the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As his heart melts with ecstatic love, he laughs very loudly or cries or shouts. Sometimes he sings and dances like a madman, for he is indifferent to public opinion.
Yeah. Lokabhya, he says. He doesn't care about what people think. He is completely absorbed in chanting and dancing. Druta chitta means with a melted heart. His heart melts in ecstasy, especially when he hears about the Lord's pastimes. When he hears this type of pastimes. See, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited such bhava and ecstasy along with his associates. So, here you see Krishna goes to the homes of different gopis and steals. So, here all the elderly gopis have come to complain to Yashoda, see? See, they are coming and showing an empty pot. He has emptied the butter completely. Taye Yashoda Vanda Ayar Kulattu Ditta Mayan Gopalan Seyam. I'll show you that song. Okay.
கேளடித்தாயே கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் செய்யும் ஞானத்தை கேளடித்தாயே யசோத.
They are coming and singing. See, they are saying that he is coming to steal butter in our homes. What is that? See, if your laptop is stolen, will you go to the police station and sing about it? Dear police, my laptop is stolen. See, if you are singing, that means you are in what mood? Happy mood. It's not a big loss for the gopis that Krishna has stolen the butter. So, actually, Krishna stealing butter pastime in Vrindavan is a very famous one. So they are coming and telling Yashoda, your son is very naughty, Yashoda, just see. Then Yashoda is going to Krishna inside and she's telling Krishna that, Kana, you are son of the king of Braj. Who is the king of Braj? Nanda. What other people, what will happen to your father's reputation if you're going and stealing in others' homes? And Krishna asked the mother, Maya, tell me, do you trust their words or trust my words? She said, no, my beta, I trust your words. But honestly, tell me, did you steal it? I never stole. They are just telling you lies. I think they want to see me beaten up by you. She said, really? Then she went back to them and to talk to them again. Meanwhile, all covered boys were laughing from the window. Kana, you're very smart. You have cheated your mother. They say. Then our friends told, if you don't believe in our word, Yashoda, look at his chin. There is a butter. After eating the butter, something is clinging. You can see that. Then she immediately came and looked at Krishna's chin. Sure enough, it was there. Then she took a mirror and showed it on Krishna's face. See here. And Krishna saw his curly hair very nice. He smiled. She said, what are you seeing? Krishna said, oh, I saw my face. He said, what is this? She asked. This is butter, he said. That's what, now Makanchor, you are caught now. Did you not steal this? Then he said, oh, this butter, I didn't steal, mother. They gave me, he said. Then Yashoda again went back and said, you guys are giving him butter and you are saying that? What kind of behavior is this? They said, see, Yashoda, do you think we will give our low quality butter? Your homemade butter is very high quality. There is a cow called as Padmagandha cow. Those cows give fragrant butter. Fragrant milk from that butter is made. And how will we give from our homes? But he steals and eats. That's what we are telling you. Like that they said. Then again she came back and said, hey Kana, they are saying that you are stealing. They didn't give you. Then Krishna asked, Maya, you tell me, how can I steal it? They are keeping all the butter in the top, the rooftop they are keeping. Do you think I can reach that? Look at me, how small I am. Look at the pot, how big it is. You logically think, mother, tell me. She said, what my son says is pretty clear. Then Yashoda became upset with the gopis. She went and told, hey gopis, I think you unnecessarily blame my son. He's an innocent boy. How can such a small kid take the butter from the rooftop? They said, yes, it's true, your son is a small kid, but his buddhi, his intelligence is very big. He brings all his friends and makes a pyramid, climbs up and breaks the pot and brings it down. They told the whole story. Then Yashoda understood. She went to garden and brought one stick now. When the stick came, all covered boys from the window, they said, hey, Kana, it's very dangerous. Now you are landing in trouble. We don't know. It seems to us that you are going to get good beating from your mother today. She's bringing a stick. When Mother Yashoda came near, Kana said, Maya, what is this? Till now you're speaking sweetly. Where did the stick come from? And then mother said, then only the truth will come out. She said, therefore I have brought a stick. He said, no, you throw away the stick, then truth will come out. So then she threw away the stick and caught hold of Krishna's shoulder and said, now you tell me the truth. And then Krishna sang a beautiful poem. Maya mori menehi makhan kayo. Maya mori menehi makhan kayo. She laughed and said, hey, you are saying the same old thing. Menehi makhan kayo. Earlier also you said you didn't eat. Now what you are saying? What truth has come out now? She asked. He said, Maya, you didn't listen to my song clearly. He said, what is the song? Maya mori menehi makhan kayo. Acha, maine hi kayo. Pagda chor ka bhi. So she went to catch him. See, she went to catch, he was hiding in the kitchen. He went and hid behind the door. She was wondering, where did he go in the kitchen? And see, he ran outside the door after that. She ran behind him to catch him. Because why did Krishna run outside on the road? He thought on road many people will be walking. If mother shows a stick, they will scold my mother nicely. That's such a small child. How can you show a stick to the child? And they will correct my mother and I'll be able to save myself. Mother Yashoda said, I will not beat you on the road. I'll bring you inside first. So she ran behind him. But then Krishna went on running. He was wondering, where is my mother? I think, poor lady, she's not able to catch me. I am small. So he wanted to check whether she's coming. He just turned around and he got caught. See? Then she took him in and then she bound him. You see? What is the problem of Krishna getting bound? He knows that now he cannot do his mischief of going home to home and stealing butter with his friends. All his friends, they feel very bad that alas, now they all came and surrounded Krishna. Kana, now we cannot go out because the rope is tied by Vatsalya Rasa. What is tied by Vatsalya Rasa cannot be released by Sakya Rasa, which is lower. Somebody above Vatsalya Rasa can only remove that rope. So in this way, Yashoda bound him. So it's called as Yashoda Damodar, correct, no? Damodar. Dam means the rope is bound around his belly. So in this way, here you find Krishna is asking Mother Yashoda, and who is the other one? Rohini, sitting, both of them. Can I go to play with my friends? He's asking. Yashoda is saying, definitely you can go better, but you have to come for lunch at 1 o'clock. Do you think he will come back at 1? He won't come. That is why Mother Yashoda He's telling Rohini, she is telling, hey Rohini, go and call this fellow. Huh? These two fellows haven't come back. It's 2 o'clock now. Huh? They have not come for lunch. And Rohini goes to call them. But then Balram is telling, hey Kana, we have to go back now for lunch. Mother has come to call. He's saying, which mother? He's asking Rohini. Hey Rohini, don't worry. Not a big deal. We can manage. She will keep calling for some time. She will go away and we'll continue playing. He said. So then Rohini went back to Yashoda and said, Yashoda, I don't have so much love the way you have. When you call, children will come. Huh? You go and call them. Now she's coming and calling. Please repeat. Krishna Krishna Ravindaksha Tata Yehi Stanam Piba Alam Bihare Kshukshantaha Krida Shrantosi Putraka. See, 2 times she's calling with love. Krishna, Krishna. It's called in ecstasy, huh? Out of affection. Aravindaksha means, oh, Nainonke Tare. She's calling like that. Huh? In Vrindavan, always you will find Yashoda, Rohini, Nanda Baba, all of them have this nature of calling the Lord with a sweet name. Nainonke Tara Govinda Bolo Re. Nainonke Tara Govinda Bolo Re. Nainonke Tara Govinda Bolo Re. Jai Gopal, Jai Gopal, Jai Radha Varadina Jaya. Jai Gopal, Jai Gopal, Jai Radha Varadina Jaya. Prano se pyara Govinda bolo re. Prano se pyara Govinda bolo re. Naino Tara Govinda bolo re. Tara Govinda bolo re. Govinda bolo re. Govinda Gopal bolo re. Jaya Gopal, Jaya Gopal, Jaya Radha Varadina Jaya. Jaya Gopal, See, Vrindavan is such a land where everybody will be calling Krishna's names everywhere. Nobody does anything in Vrindavan without calling the names. One time, when I was passing through during the Govardhan Parikrama time, one time we were going, so they were beating the husk for removing the rice, correct, no? While beating, they were singing a song, very famous song. You want to know the song? What was the song? It was Sham teri bansi baje dhire dhire, Mohan tere bansi baje dhire dhire, baje dhire dhire wo yamuna ke tire, Mohan teri bansi baje dhire dhire, इत को मन सुख उत को मन बीच में खाना चले धीरे धीरे, इत को ललिता उत को विशाखा, बीच में राधा चले धीरे धीरे, हम तेरी बंसी बजे धीरे धीरे, मोहन तेरी बंसी बजे धीरे धीरे, गिरे गिरे वो यमुना के तीरे, मोहन तेरी बंसी बजे, मोहन तेरी बंसी बजे धीरे धीरे. You understand the meaning? See, Lord Krishna is playing on his flute, and it is very nectarian. It's passing in the wind, very sweetly. It's going everywhere in Vrindavan, spreading. See, Ittuko Tanusuk. There is one Gopa called as Tansuk, another Gopa called as Mansuk. This Mansuk Gopa will always crack jokes and give great suk to Krishna's man. And the Tansuk, Krishna will lean on him and relax. One will give Tansuk, one will give and beach mein Kana, and Krishna is going between them. Huh? So these people are singing, but do you think they feel the pain of the work of beating the husk and removing the rice? Nobody feels the pinch. Muh mein naam, haath mein kaam. Huh? So Vrindavan is like that. So similarly here, Yashoda is calling with sweet names. Different sweet names she would call. Halam Vihare, enough of your playing, my dear children. Krukshanta, you must be very tired because of hunger. Krida Shanta means you must be tired because of playing. Do you think they're tired because of playing? Children will never get tired. You all have experience in summer vacation. When you go to play, mother has to repeatedly come to call you, right now? So they don't want to come back easily. Huh? They're still not coming. Then she's telling Balaram, Hey Rama Gachadatashu Sanuja Kulanandana Pratareva Kritaharas Tat Bhavan Bhuktumarghati. Hey Rama Gacha, hey Balaram, you come. Tata, darling, she's calling. Huh? Sanuja, don't come alone. Catch the hand of your brother and bring him also. Because I am not able to get him, you get him. Sa Anuja means bring your younger brother also with you. Kulanandana, oh glory of our dynasty. Like that she's telling. Come immediately, bring your brother also. Ratreva Krita, you guys took breakfast early in the morning. Tadbhavan Bhuktamariti, now you deserve a full lunch now. She's giving a, some kind of motivation for them to come and take lunch. Huh? How can you not take full lunch now? You must be very hungry now, my child. Please come. Pratikshate tvam dasarha Vokshamano brajadipaha Ekyavayo priyam dehi Swagrihan yata balakaha. She's saying, don't you know your father is waiting for Nanda Baba. He will not eat unless you both come. Then Dhiman Balram felt very bad. He said, hey, Kana, see, we should not keep our father waiting. He must be hungry. Huh? We should go and eat with him, he said. So she said, Swagrihan yata balaka. Let boys go to their homes, eat and come. And then you guys come home and eat and go back. Then who is stopping you from playing? You can come back and play. Huh? But you should finish your lunch, come back and play. Still Krishna was not ready. Huh? Then she said, Duli dusaritangastam putramajjanamavaha janmarksham te adya bhavati viprebhyo dehiga shuchihi. Yeah. She said, hey, my dear Kana, look at your body. Your shirt and your dress is all covered with dust because of playing. If you come home, I will bathe you nicely and put on a nice new dress for you. And by the way, it's your birthday today, Janmaksham Te Adya, Janmashtami Day, Gokulashtami Day. Many Brahmanas are waiting at home. You have to give them cows in charity. Actually, this is a lie. It was not his birthday. She's just giving some excuse to get him home. Huh? Like that. Because then Krishna may come home and ask, where are the Brahmanas, where are the cows? You will say, no Brahmanas, no, today is not your birthday, just eat your prasad. She will say. Huh? So somehow she's trying to get him. He's not coming still. Huh? Then she told, Pashya Pashya Vayasyamste Matramrishtan Swalankratan Tramchasnata Kritaharo Vigarasva Swalankritaha. Hey, Pashya Pashya, hey, Kana, look at all your friends. Huh? Your equal age boys, Vayasyamste. In your age group, just look at your equal friends. Matram Ishtan Swalankratan, they all have been bathed by their mother and nicely put on dress and nicely ornamented by their mothers. Huh? And then you also, in the same manner, if you take bath and put on all your ornaments and everything, and then you come and play, who is going to stop you? Why is she saying this? Sometimes mothers do this. If a boy is not ready to put on socks and shoe, mother will say, good boys wear shoes. They will say. And immediately the boy will put socks on. Mom, I am wearing shoe. What do you say now? You're a good boy. Correct, you are right. Like that she's selling. See, you are saying my friends are very clean. I will also be clean. Take me home now. That was her idea. Still he's not coming. He asked his friends, hey, see, my mother is saying like this. Can I quickly go and come back in 5 minutes? Krishna asked. The friend said, Kana, now you are about to lose now. Therefore you are going. Huh? And they said, yes, you go, you come back. When you come back, you have to just sit in the side and we will all play games. Said. Then Krishna said, then what I should do? They said, just clap hands, that's all. Then Krishna said, then better I don't go now, I'll play. Then he continued playing. Then what happened? In this way, it went on and on. Finally, Mother Yashoda understood that these fellows are not going to come. She devised an idea. She said, all of you children, listen for a moment. I'm going to tell you something very serious. Then all the children gave up the game. They looked at Yashoda. She said, in Vrindavan, there is a dangerous animal called a howbilaw. It has a head of a lion and body of a horse. It runs at the speed of horse. She said, if you really don't take care of yourself for that animal, the favorite delicacy is babies like all of you. Small kids. They said, you never heard such a name, mother. You never seen such an animal. You are not seen because you are all small kids. We are living in Vrindavan for so many years. We know it. She said, really? We have to be careful. All of them said, yes. In case howbilaw comes, you all should rush back to your homes and close the door so that it will not come inside your house. They said, okay, Maya, we'll take care, they said. Again, they're continuing to play. Yashoda was just standing, waiting for the right moment. After 5 minutes, Yashoda shouted, hello! Like that she shouted, with her dilated eyes and showed the hand. Nobody looked in that direction. Everybody ran to their home. And Krishna Balram came on either side of Yashoda. And Yashoda caught their hands. That's what they said here, you see. Itam Yashoda Tamashesha Shekaram. Matva Sutam Sneha Nibadha Dhirnrupa. Haste Grihitva Saharama Machyutam. Nitva Svavatam Kritavatya. See, Krishna is called as Ashesha Shekaram. Actually, his body is shining like a blue diamond or a blue sapphire. Clean body always. But such a beautiful blue diamond type of body she wants to bathe and cleanse the body simply out of Matvasutam, because she considered him her darling, her dear child. And that is why she wanted to bathe him like that. Sneha Nibadha Dhi means her intelligence was imbued with affection towards Krishna like her own child. We call it as a TII, we call it opposite of IIT. Transcendently imbued intelligence. So, in this way, her intelligence was transcendently imbued, and therefore she wanted to take him home and bathe him, and dress him, decorate him, feed him, and everything. So, what she did, Haste Grihitva. She caught hold of the hand of who? Ramam Achyutam. One side Achyutam, another side Rama. Nitva Swavatam. Vatam. In Tamil we say Veedu, we say. Veedu means Vatam. Vatam means house. Correct, no? So Vatam means she took both Godhead back to home. We say we all want to go back home, back to Godhead. She took Godhead back to home. Isn't it? Who can catch these two gods and take them home? Only somebody like Yashoda can do because of her great love. She for the Lord. So like this, Yashoda performs amazing pastimes. She brought. So when she brought Krishna to home, and all of them ran, she ran and they ran with her, and then she put on the latch of the big door. She took them, bathed them, dressed them. When they sat, Krishna asked Balram, Bhaiya, howbilaw dekha kya? He asked. Balram said, howbilaw aaya tha. He said, howbilaw aaya tha. Aapne dekha kya? नहीं हमने देखा नहीं, माँ ने बोला ना. नहीं माँ ने बोला मालूम है, आपने नहीं देखा ना. He asked. And Maya was telling, Yashoda Maya said, Kana, howbilaw आया कि नहीं पूछो मत, लेकिन तुम लोग आ गए. चुपचाप खाओ, she said. So although Krishna is all knowing, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjana, he says, but here he behaved like an ignorant child, just to give pleasure to Yashoda. Like that, Krishna plays pastimes. Here you see, he's lifting the sandals of Nanda Baba before he goes to farm, giving him the